Why Christian West for the Protector Symposium 2.0? For me, this is kind of something that I think that a lot of the tactical world has overlooked to their detriment in many ways, because the reality that I live as a private security professional is you've got a lot of really high speed people in the world, right? And as private security professionals and as business owners, we interview a lot of those people and they try to do what we do. We interview, all the special forces dudes and people that have held jobs and that do all the cool, sexy stuff. And we try to help them do what we do. And what we do is just protect people. It's what we do every single day. And on high levels, we protect people. We protect VIPs, we protect billionaires, acting, singing talent, royal families, politicians. Day in, day out, we protect people. We put guns on, we protect people. That's all we do. We don't fast rope. We don't shoot machine guns. We don't zip line out of planes. We don't swim, defuse bombs upside down underwater. We don't do all that stuff, So I think in some ways, maybe the public doesn't find us to be as cool or as sexy. We don't wear nods, night vision goggles and lurp around. We don't do any of that really. But what we do is we protect people. And we come up with strategies, plans, and systems, and we implement principles to protect people. You know what I'm saying? So when we're talking about the Protector Symposium, when we're talking about an event designed to help good people become more dangerous and to help good people understand how to protect themselves, you just have to have protection professionals in the mix. You know what I'm saying? So I get it, we take all these courses from all these people that understand all these really, really high speed, low drag, really cool, awesome ninja stuff. But I think that we've really not tapped into a type of professional that can really help the people of the world understand what it really truly takes to just simply protect yourself. So, and this is before, the martial arts and the shooting and all that stuff. Like, how do you live a safe life? How do you travel safely? Christian West is an icon of the executive protection industry. He's sold the biggest company, executive protection company, president, CEO of the biggest executive protection company, AS Solutions. He's been dispensing, I really honestly don't even know how many different books he's written. He has been dispensing wisdom and knowledge to the industry for decades. He's built some of the most amazing teams in the industry. He's a living legend in the private security industry. That, for me, once I found out that he was open to being one of our speakers, was just a no-brainer. You know what I mean? And so, bringing him into it's one of the things I want to see happen more is I want to bring more executive protection professionals into the civilian world to train and to teach. And so, as a man who spends well over 200 days a year traveling, and it's something that he related to me that he's very passionate about, Christian West is the man to teach you how to travel safe. Traveling is, by its own nature, one thing that we do that makes us vulnerable. When you're going from your house to your car to work, and you're in your little circle that you do, you're less vulnerable. You know what's out of place. You know all the different, landmarks and faces and everything. But when you're traveling, you're in the seam, basically. You're in between safe places, right? So this is when you're most exposed, and this is when you're most vulnerable. Christian West has been doing this day in and day out since pimping's been pimping. So he's got gear that he's going to expose us to that makes it easier. He's got systems, he's got apps, he's got ways of doing things that are going to help everyone travel more safely. You may not travel very often, but guess what? Someone you love does. And you will have to travel eventually. Just as the way that the world is, you know what I mean? So I think if you can understand how to travel safe, you can then definitely dial that back to understanding how to live safe. And who better to learn it from than a man who's thinking security and training people, very important, high threat individuals who can validate having, spending a few million a year on a protection company and things like that. Teach you how to keep yourself and your family safe when you're doing something by nature. That by nature increases your overall threat level, which is traveling, because there are people waiting to set traps for you. So with, it's with absolute honor and respect that I'm honored to be able to bring Christian West in on this Protector Symposium 2.0 and add him to the cadre. I couldn't think of a better person to teach you how to travel and how to live more safely. So join us for this year's Protector Symposium. It is an international global summit. You have no excuse. It is fully interactive. You're going to get to ask your questions. You're going to hear your name, all that fun stuff. And it's a 2-day event happening July 11th and 12th. If you're VIP, you get the 13th, and you get all the interactive stuff at a certain level. And we're going to have an amazing time bringing this live event to your living room. This is Byron Rodgers, Protector by nature and by trade. I will see you at this year's Protector Symposium 2.0, July 11th, 12th, and depending on how you get down, the 13th. Out. Boom!